The traditional American family often reserved the role of child rearing to a woman and the breadwinner to a man. That is no longer the case exclusively, but there are many cases wherein the incomes are still disparate in a marriage and in a marital relationship, and one party has learned and has come accustomed to and depended upon the income of that other party during the marriage to establish a standard of living that is the foundation for an analysis of long-term spousal support. Short-term spousal support is generally determined by the implementation of a computer formula that has been enacted by our legislators to attempt to instill fairness across the board. Income is plugged in, children are plugged in, timeshares are plugged in, certain deductions are made for health insurance, mandatory retirement, and like issues, and out comes a number. That number is evaluated based upon tax ramifications and overall net spendable income at the end of the computation. An attorney can help you in this regard insofar as maximizing and or minimizing, depending upon the realm or the side you're on, by watching the numbers that go into that computer, by evaluating and making certain that the numbers are accurately reflective of the conditions of the parties. Ultimately then, in long-term support, which is support after trial, the court looks at many factors and attempts to fashion an order that best maintains the standard of living established during the marriage. They look at the length of the marriage, the age of the parties, the health of the parties, the professions of the parties, and the current economic conditions, as well as other factors. When support is an issue, when you have depended upon an individual and or when you wish to minimize the dependence of an individual in the area of support, it is critical that you are represented by an attorney that not only understands the short-term implications of the implementation of the computer formula, but the long-term arguments that will be made in front of a court at trial. You need representation when the quality of your life is at stake.